Welcome to another magical moment in Beyond Wrestling history. I'm your host, the King of Hurts, Jarek 120, professional wrestling's only magician, illusionist, escape artist, and hypnotist. You can subscribe to my channel where I teach powerful magic integrated with social dynamics at youtube.com/howtodisturb-reality. But we're not here to talk about magic or my channel. We're actually here to talk about Beyond Wrestling. Beyond Wrestling is the most interactive, independent wrestling promotion in the world today. You can get this t-shirt, by the way, at lookmannofans.com. This magical moment dates back to fall 2010 at Beyond Wrestling's closed tapings, Developmental Hell. I was there. It was probably my favorite Beyond Wrestling event to be a part of. And there's just something, don't want to sound cliche, but something in the air that night, a different energy, and you could feel it throughout the entire weekend. It was very special. It was the last tapings that were going to be held in Elyria, Ohio, in the closed garage that Beyond Wrestling was founded off of. The magical moment was when Chris Dickinson fought Jeff Yeager. And it wasn't so much the match, as good as the match was, as great as the match was. Beyond Wrestling was kind of the foundation, the backbone was Chris Dickinson. Chris Dickinson was an original from Beyond Wrestling. I would never knock Beyond. They've helped guys move on to platforms such as Chikara, Dragon Gate, and Evolve, amongst many other promotions. Like I said, as great as the match was, the magical moment didn't come until after the match, when Chris Dickinson had a very overwhelming range of emotions that came through. And we're going to share this candid moment in Beyond Wrestling history, never before seen in its entirety, from Developmental Hell. It was Chris Dickinson's speech after his match with Jeff Yeager. Enjoy.
It's been a wild year in my life. I owe a lot to Beyond Wrestling and Drew. I'm serious. Everybody thinks that Beyond Wrestling is a place everybody just comes. That's fun, but Beyond Wrestling changed my life. Thanks, everyone. We got a mixed group of guys here, and wrestling taught me that not everybody's gonna try to be a star, go to be a big indie guy, or go be a big wrestler, but I think a lot of guys here have more heart than 90% of the guys and friends I have in indie wrestling, and I love this place so much. It's because it changed my life, and I don't care what anybody thinks that's watching this and thinks I'm out of my mind because I come and I wrestle in a garage, or if I'm not like everybody else, but it's true that I'm not like everybody else. And I love this place so much because people either love it or they hate it, because that's how I am. And I've had some of the best times of my life in this fucking building. I'm sad to see it go. But I think we have a very bright future here with a lot of people that are willing to do some real work to get this shit really rolling, to be a real deal company. And I'm just proud to be a part of it. And that's it.
Beyond Wrestling! Beyond Wrestling! Beyond Wrestling!
It disappoints me that a lot of guys, a lot of pros, or a lot of the indie workers who know of Beyond and refuse to work there because they don't get it. Why would they go to a glorified promotion where it's just wrestlers wrestling for other wrestlers? It's one of these situations where you won't know until you're there. A lot of these workers, a lot of these wrestlers think they're too good for Beyond Wrestling, and it just brings you back to the environment, that energy of overwhelming passion that you had for this industry, this sport, this art form that we all love to do and be a part of. If I were to go show Chris Angel a magic trick, I'd have to do something pretty damn impressive to impress him. I'm trying to impress him with his own art form. Now, if you show that to a casual person on the street, some simple magic effect, yeah, that could blow their mind. But if you went to Chris Angel, you probably wouldn't be so impressed. You have to really step up your game in order to impress those who share your art form. And that's what Beyond Wrestling does. It's a platform for us to share our art form with the boys and raise our level to get better so we can get to promotions like Evolve and Chikara and Dragon Gate, potentially Ring of Honor, and even beyond. There are people who've wrestled for Beyond who just got WWE developmental contracts. Beyond started doing live shows recently, so if you don't like the whole wrestling for other wrestlers and you need to wrestle in front of a paying audience, well, that opportunity is coming around. But you really need to experience the closed tapings to be wrestling for the other wrestlers. It brings you back to when you first got into the business, the love that you had for it. Chris Dickinson has since retired from professional wrestling, but there's no doubt that he was a landmark member and the part of the foundation that Beyond Wrestling was and is, with his classic feuds such as Haley Hatred and others. So thank you, Chris, for building Beyond Wrestling and giving it the legitimacy that any promotion would want or need. If you have a favorite wrestler from Beyond Wrestling, leave their name in the comment box, and maybe next time they'll be featured in a magical moment in Beyond Wrestling history.